אוקיי, היי, מה המצב? עבר זמן מה מאז שאני העליתי סרטון, או לייב, אז החלטתי שאני קצת אפנק אתכם בלייב. אחד קטן. אובייסלי אני משתמש במוזיקה של ה-Non-Copyrighted Music, אני לא התחלתי שום גיימפליי. אני עכשיו אתחיל גיימפליי. אני באה להתחיל עכשיו גיימפליי. כתבי, לי זה פרפקט. אז יאללה, let's go. עבר זמן מה מאז זה. אוקיי. אומייגאד, פאק, עשיתי לעצמי אקו. פאק, אוקיי. פעם קודמת, ב-Investigations Collection. סוף כל סוף התחלנו Investigations 2. ואנחנו עומדים להיכנס לתוך המטוס. אני אפילו לא ביררתי בעצם איך אני נשמע. אני נשמע טוב! זה מושלם! אז בואו ניגש! או בוא נחזור, ליתר דיוק, ל-Turnabout Trigger. Let's go. אוקיי, צריך להתרגל פה לזה. נראה שאפילו אין את התגובה, את הטיים, זה פשוט מיידי עכשיו. Sure, I guess. With the death of Bastion Rook, and the revelation of Shelley the Killer was in our midst, the case had taken a turn we could never have predicted. Mr. Knight ordered that the door to the presidential plane be opened, and the emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard. סליחה. Wow! Okay, sure, I guess. זה היה בהחלט משהו. אבל לפחות סוף כסף יש לנו את השעון. זה 25 במרץ, 4:15 בצהריים, הזנגפה presidential plane. לי זה נראה שהוא יתאבד. No president in sight. Now, where could he be? Who knows? So he's hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he? As courageous in the face of danger as ever. Sorry to disappoint, but did you seriously expect him to be standing here waiting for to meet his assassin? As we have already established, my interest lies only in the successful conclusion of this investigation. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to examine the body. All right. My only opinion right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. מצטער ששלי ומיילס נשמעים אותו הדבר. אני לא זוכר איך אני עשיתי אותו. So, the attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard. You look like you could use a little help there, Mr. Edgeworth. Not that I need it, but yes. That's what I thought. Then there's nothing else for it. Keep burning! Great Fifth Extraordinaire! We'll just have to take it from here. Oh, really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me? Nope. I thought not. But I will provide vital assistance. Now let's get to scouring this crime scene from top to bottom. It will take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup. So I'll need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible. Okay. Well, בס קוראים זה יהיה examination להכל. אז אם ככה אז הגופה זה obvious. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. So, the victim was also carrying a revolver. It looks like he was trying to use it. He probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. We should check to see if he managed to fire any rounds off. Oh, there. And no other signs of the weapon having been used. Was this one on loan from Zengfar too? Yep, sure was! We're always issued with the same model gun! Okay. The bullet seems to have entered just under his armpit and went clean through his body. If it got fucking damaged, שכחתי לעשות השתק לטלפון. It was hit in an area. His bulletproof vest and cover. Like it was on purpose or something, huh? The cause of death would appear to be loss of blood. Attempts were made to stanch it, but to no avail. What's a stench? מה שמעתי על המילה הזאתי? אבל whatever. The medics must have brought him in to try and save him. Sadly, it was too little too late. Okay, but case, זה obvious פה. It's a bulletproof attaché case. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. Oh! זה מה שזה אמור להיות? זה אמור להיות... חשבתי שזה שילד, לא ככה. לא סוטקייס. וואו. אני אעשה את זה עוד פעם כי אני לא זוכר. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. There was some case photograph too. Looks like Rook and Knight each had one. Oh, hey! That's the photo I snatched! You can hardly steal a photo at a public event, Kay. But I'm snatching up a moment in time with every picture I take, you know? I take it snatch is your favorite word. Maybe. Okay, sure. משהו מעניין. לא משהו שנראה obvious. אולי זה דגש? זה נראה כמו איזשהו עתני badge פה. אבל אני לא אעשה את זה כ-required. אבל אני פה. 2 gas masks. In case of a poison gas attack, I suppose. The president certainly seems to think he is at risk of assassination at all times. Wow! Gas masks! I've never seen one before. I've heard plenty about them, of course. Oh. From a fellow thief, I presume. No, from the German Ninja! You know, my favorite kids' TV show? Oh, no, not sure. Princess Murasaki was getting married, but Toxic Ninja Wolfsbane showed up to lay down some sick burns. What? And time to tune out. Let's save myself a brain cell or two. Yeah, what? Oh! Oh! Okay, I get it. That looks heavy. So, this is what a president wears, huh? Must be made of something super special. Yes, to protect him from bullets. What? So it's not just for show? Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest. Oh, so that's what one of those looks like. Why don't you just say so? Now I feel silly. Yeah, whatever, Kay. What's that? These personal safety alarms are very colorful. Looks like they get a lot of use as well. I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for his kids. Maybe his wife, too. Why would they all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use. Objection, Your Honor! It is simply not possible for one person to use these many personal alarms. Counter argument. הוא היה בפאניקה, כי הוא ידע שמישהו רוצה להרוג אותו. Why, you ask? Because he is human and therefore possesses only two hands. כמו שאני אמרתי, גם יכול להיות בכיסים או איפשהו על הווסט. 20 hands won't be enough to count your number of objections after that objection. אוקיי, תודה רבה לכם. יש משהו מעניין פה? וואו! אני עושה את זה רק בתור observation. אני לא היחיד שחושב שזה בעצם אותו רובה. זה לא רובה לי פה, זה בא מזה כבר. אוקיי, יופי. אני לא מטומטם. These two guns are exactly the same. Meaning it's likely that the one we found is also from Zengfa. The bodyguards all got their guns from the Zengfa authorities, right? Yes. Are they like super rare or something? No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either. Oh! Here I thought there might be valuable treasures. Yes, it is something of a shame. Whoa! I just mentioned treasures and you actually responded for once? Oh. I only mean to point out that the guns were rarer. If the guns were rarer, it would be much easier to trace them. כי זה מה שיש רק one option. Which would have made them treasure of the evidence variety, I suppose. See? Everything's a treasure hunt, one way or another, including this investigation. You could say that. Alright then, it's treasure hunting time. On with the investigation. She suddenly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden. Oh! Bullet pass for the victim. אני אעשה save. כי אני לא בטוח. אבל הנה משהו. אוקיי, הכל נכנס לפה. 2 bullets were fired in total. We know this because 2 shots were heard. One traveled through the flag into the balloon, and the other took Mr. Rook's life. But there's a bullet in the president's vest too, right? How's that possible? Cause that's some Rook when I got a president. How indeed. The numbers don't add up. However, there is one possible explanation. There is? After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, 2 of our bullets were in fact 1. No way! That's right! If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things would have been a lot worse. And he wasn't injured at all by the impact? Even when obstructed by a vest, the bullet can inflict serious damage. כגם אפילו שזה bulletproof, זה לא אומר שאין איזשהו damage. Sure, I've known guys who've broken bones that way. But the president's okay. He's made of strong stuff. Sounds like he didn't even need a vest. Let's not get carried away here. I want the bullet's ballistic markings analyzed. Remind me what those are again? Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. By examining these grooves, we can use them to identify which gun it came from. Think of them as fingerprints of sorts. You got all of that from a bullet? Then what are we waiting for? Analyze them! Analyze away! Might be easier said than done. That bullet hit solid armor. The impact would have completely flattened it. You'll be lucky if there was anything left for forensics to find. What? I was all set for some analyzing. כן, זה לא כדור באופן מלא, זה חלק מהכדור. כי הוא נשבר בעצם ככה. אוקיי, רגע. אוקיי, זה מראה את הווסט כך. כן. הלוג'יקה היחיד שזה יכול להיות שזה יעבור בעצם ככה. זה עובר ככה. מדלג על השילד פה, נוחת כאן, יוצא, ואחר כך נוגע בווסט פה מאחורה. יש הבדל שאני רוצה לעשות. Documents of some kind. Good always! Still a glance. Oh! What? Hold on! מה זה? Spectator area should be covered at all times. The president's safety is paramount. Also covered in case of amphibious assault. Another security plan. Oh yeah! Like the one from the trash can! Precisely. But wait. Something feels off. התאריך. לא? לא תאריך? אוקיי. מה עוד יכול להיות פה? Oh, hold on. רוק נייט, ועכשיו זה נייט רוק. למה זה הוחלף? The two plans are different. Was the security detail recognized at some point? Huh? Oh, you're right. Yeah, made some last minute changes yesterday. President's orders. Why the urgency? Because of what happened the day before. The killer here tried to take him down. He infiltrated the security detail, posed as one of us. Rook figured out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president. Oh. If our leader hadn't stepped in just then, we've all been taken out of a job. But he made it. Our friend here wound up with a serious twisted arm. Rook put a bullet in it for good measure too. And where were you while this was happening? You were the first one I overpowered, were you not? Oh, that's embarrassing. Shut up, kid! Oh, now I get it. Huh. Busted my neck so bad I can't even look to my right. I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill, he was truly a master of his craft. Like some other someone I could mention. I'm just as good as he ever was. You were a pawn to his queen, my young friend. What the heck do you know? So that's why you remember Mr. Rook's name. You admired his skills as a bodyguard. Indeed. While I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives. But his in particular stayed with me. He joined a very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me. So, that's the connection he was talking about. And that's why we changed up the security plan. I had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks. The president didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust. And he only trusts two people. Me and Rook. Okay. Interesting. And how does that change your position? How does that explain your change of position? Oh yeah! They switched over to the right-hand side! I told you! Can't turn my neck to the right! Could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. Interesting. Okay. That's fun. מה עוד אפשר לעשות? נחש שאין משהו בלוג'יק, נכון? כן, זה לא בהכרח אומר משהו. אוקיי. אוקיי. Someone has left an inflammable boat and an oar here. Probably so that it's ready to go at any time. Wait, but there's only one oar! You can still row with one oar, you know. כן, אפשר לעשות את זה עם אחד ככה, לסובב. זה אפשרי. The president is on the other side of this door. And what a door it is! I could get a better of it though. Get the better of it? Those aren't meant to be beaten. But look how heavy it is! Look at that log! It's just sitting there begging me to try it! Calm down, Kay, and think. Why might this door be locked? For me to open it, of course! Precisely. For you to open it, of course. Wait, what is the right answer anyway? Okay. It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane. I must discover this scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Who on earth is this? Oh, that is the president's favorite plushie. It's a memento of something. Anyway, don't touch. But if that's the case, then why has it been left up there like nobody cares about it? Yeah, that is pretty weird. It certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think to display a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath it? I thought something seemed strange about this cubbyhole, but now I'm sure of it. There was almost certainly another monitor here. Cam. Oh! That is quite enough investigating for now. Why is taking so long, Detective Gumshoe? Well, Mr. Edwolf, have you solved the case? No, not yet. Is that so? Then perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you to do so. Another witness? Who? You don't mean... The most important witness of all. The man on the other side of that door. You really intends me to have me question the president? No, if you will be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edwolf. Stop right there, the killer! You're not the thing I'd let him anywhere near you! Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you're watching us for your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's faith. 아니로 해보자. Well then, if nothing else, we now know what kind of a man you really are. Mr. President! Stop! You can't do this! It's all just calm down, alright? Calm down, detective. Where the blazes are you? Ah! The lights! What's happening? Listen well, Mr. Adolf. I would advise you to stay very still. It seems I will not be granted my audience with the president after all. Even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip. No! Stop! Ah! Kay! You won't get away with this, the killer! I have seen enough, and now I know the truth. Where are you? Where did you go? Ah! Wow! I need to it's in your capable hands, Mr. Edwolf. Masita? War. Oh! Worf. Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe? Sir! Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Whoa! 4:45. Suspect been knocked unconscious. Sir, you okay? Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Never mind me. It didn't hurt you, did he, Kay? Nah, I'm fine. I just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it. So you can stop worrying. Detective, did you manage to stop the killer? Well, see, Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane and, she told us he had flown the coop. We're too late. I'm sorry, sir. Bodyguard over there told us something too. Seems like there's an inflatable boat missing from by the window. Oh. The killer must have stolen it and rowed himself across the lake. What about the cordon around the park? I would call everybody back in to take it out of the plane, including the guy stationed across the water. No. So he's completely slipped through our fingers? Not the best look for the department, but yeah. Hey, Edgeworth! Mr. Knight, you're alive. Yeah, I'll fix that murderer. Oh, that reminds me. Found this lying on the ground next to him, Mr. Edgeworth. A calling card marked with a seashell. Kiluzaya Sheri the killer corresponds. Wow, nie legamy lo dati. Guess you wanted to leave a message. The killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victims. But you're not dead, sir. But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. Can't stop thinking about his parting words. Know the truth, I leave the rest in your capable hands. And now I know the truth. The truth about what? Roger that! All clear out here, sir, over. What's going on? That was the president. He's coming out. Now? Oh, wow! What? That design? Holy shit! So, he's the president of Zheng Fa, Mr. Dijan Wang. And you are! It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm Dijan Wang. Your efforts on behalf of Zheng Fa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. Must be referring to the Atagarasu case. Thank you, sir. But all I did was solve a few local cases of murder. You are too humble. I have been observing your investigation. You are an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth. Even if the killer did get away. That's very kind of you to say. So he was watching for his security feed. Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes. What do you mean? Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. Night has apprised me of the state of affairs. From this point forward, the case will be handled by Zheng Fa's police force, the finest in the world. with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case? What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Mr. Edgeworth like that. If it hadn't been for him, the killer would have... Detective? Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhengfa's jurisdiction. You fail to see! Enough, puny prosecutor! You seek explanations from the head of state? I say no! 1,000 times no! I will not explain myself to you! Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourself from this blade! קצת אי אפשר לעשות את זה? קצת אי אפשר לעשות את זה כי אין את הסירה? You'll do as he says if I were you, Mr. Edgeworth. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? לא, זה בלתי אפשרי! אין סירה! It's evidence sent to Mr. Knight. הכל? אוקיי, וואו, הוא נראה מוזר. Seriously, הכל? Why? Why did us come so far only to pull the case from under us? Now, you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect. Yes, sir, right away. To make an attempt on my life, to murder one of my faithful servants, they are Rodney, the villainy. I didn't murder nobody. Cause I... Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist. Answer me this! In a world already lousy with lies, with deception, with sin and iniquity, can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no! 1,000 times no! There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why you ask me? Then I will tell you. He's hiding something. I'm certain of it. If I leave now, we'll never know the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Mr. Edgeworth! There's gotta be something we can do! Wow. Think, Miles. Remember, how many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? You're confronted with the lies of the witnesses and countered the arguments of other lawyers. Has the critical evidence has always been laid at your feet? No. And you always got to the truth of the situation in the end. With your greatest weapon of all, your words. מה אני יכול לעשות פה טסטימוני? Never mind! חוזרים חזרה לצ'ס. לא יודע אם זה שחמט או דמקה. אני עדיין לא זוכר. בוא נקווה שהסטרים לא יעשה לי בעיות, כי זה קרה לי פה פעם קודמת. Now, let us analyze the state of play. Oh. Begone, puny prosecutor! Oh, do you dare defy the direct order of the president? He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing I can do is buy my time, wait for an opening. As he himself said, a seasoned politician won't open himself up to attack easily. למה בכל פעם? כשאני עושה את הלייב פה, אני אחכה עד שזה יעלה בחזרה, כי זה נדפק לי again. זה נדפק לי again. מי שלא מבין את זה זה בגלל שמשום מה הלייב שלי קורס, סוג של מתי שאני נמצא במצב הזה של שחמט. או דמקה, whatever, זה basically אותו הדבר. שונא את זה. למה אתה תמיד דופק אותי? עשיתי גם dynamic change bitrates. אני מנסה להבין מה הבעיה פה. אני עושה הכל שיעבוד כמו שצריך. אוקיי, בוא נעשה את זה. נראה שזה יהיה קונסיסטנט בכל פעם שאני הולך לשחק ב-Investigations 2 שזה מעצבן. כי אני ממש אוהב את הנושא הזה של השחמט. אני אחזור על זה פה עוד פעם. As he said himself, he's a head of state, a seasoned politician. Won't open himself up to attacks easily. I can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moment. The first aim should be to find out why he is insisting on Zheng Fan taking over the case. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit. Go! Could you at least explain to me why I'm off the case? Imbecile! Cease your insolent jabbering! I did not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own and they are none of your concern. If I want to take it this further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. We'll take over the case. Please, about the case. Did I give you permission to speak? No! 1,000 times no! I am the leader of Zheng Fa! I have no time for your insolent back chat! I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You say that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force? I do! Now enough of your pointless questions! Good boy! The interior of this plane is the sovereign territory of Zheng Fa! You have no rights here! Is that so? Maybe the current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. It could be a useful clue. Are they related to our current location? In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location. You smart me, smart Alec! וזה קפץ לי. אז הגיע הזמן לצאת מהמשחק. לעשות בי רייט באק בשביל שזה יעבוד כמו שצריך. אני עושה את זה בכל פעם שאני רואה שזה קופץ בעצם לאפס. ועכשיו אני אפתח את המשחק בחדש והכל יהיה בסדר. מעניין אותי מה קורה אם אני דווקא רק עובר למיין מניו במקום לסגור את המשחק. אולי זה יעזור. נראה. As you said, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zhengfa. And for that, we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here. Is that correct?
Enough! Cease your objectionable whining!
You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated. Let's go! Woo! Kakavadi!
You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true. Extraterritoriality applies. Your laws mean nothing here. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you're powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here.
אז עכשיו חוזרים בעצם לאיפה בעצם הוא נהרג. אבל לא אפשר להגיד שהבולט קודם נגע בו מתי שהיה מחוץ למטוס? Interesting. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. Huh. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we? The next move will surely decide our victor. It may be up to the president, but nobody's untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack. You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it?
Do you even understand what you are asking?
Of course. If I didn't, I wouldn't have asked it.
Have you no shame? Calling into question the good word of one such as myself? I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved by your own foolishness.
You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime.
Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Zhengfa!
If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. And we're trying to attack. Outplayed. Surely you see that you have outplayed your hand.
Nobody asked for your opinion. You need only obey me, nothing else. You dare tell me how to govern? How to lead? You dare contradict me?
On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt, yes, I do.
No! She's guilty! She's the culprit! There's nothing up to debate!
You must have realized by now what a massive corner you've talked yourself into. Oh!
Worthless, meaningless blaster! Some pathetic ploy to buy time, perhaps!
אוקיי, עכשיו בוא נעשה את הטסט, כי אני רואה שיש לי פה בעיה. Back to the title screen! מה אתה עושה לי? כלום. זה עושה לי כלום. אני לא יכול לחזור לטייל סקרין. אז אני אחכה שזה יעלה בחזרה. 4,500, פרפקט. ואני חוזר. זה מעצבן אותי שזה לא טוויץ' כי יש את הדיליי של ה-20 שניות. Maybe a little pathetic to chime in like that here.
I know!
Can't let him bully me onto the back foot. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find an opening. Outplayed. Oh, no, that's not enough. Outplayed. Oh, no. Bide. Bide.
Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There's no other viable suspect.
Fascinating. So he's coming to Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane. This could be a vital clue. Time to deploy my clue. She thought earlier that you're from outside the plane. I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not have possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified. כוס עמק עם החרא הזה גורם לי לדפק עם הלייבסטרים בדיוק עכשיו. אז רק שנייה אחת שיחזור לי האינטרנט. אולי אני פשוט אעשה ריסט לווי-פיי. זה הדבר היחיד שאני יכול לחשוב עליו, ריסט לווי-פיי. $800, $300. אני עובד על ה-4,500 דרך אגב. אוקיי, 4,700. פרפקט, good enough. נחזור למשחק. דווקא מתי שנראה שאני בסוף. יאללה. נעשה את זה עוד. Your assertion is entirely without merit and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified.
How could I have bested by a mere prosecutor? But I'm the president! The president!
Checkmate. דווקא בסוף. זה חם. Checkmate, baby! I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President.
I hereby officially and unreservedly confer my approval. Considering the gesture from the magnanimity and generosity of which my good office is known. Yes! Without noble acts will be fuck!
אני אעשה את זה מחדש. רגע, איזה מעצבן זה?
A good office. Yes! Without noble acts such as these, unmistakably and irrefutably, for which reason we hereby. There can be no other outcome, for our goals are lofty and our hearts. People of Genfa, I swear to you here and now, this investigation will continue.
All that what he could have said was... All that what he could have just said, okay, you got me? Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence...
Take it.
ייי! קיבלתי את כל האבדק שלי בחזרה! We did, Mr. Edgeworth! We sure did. And now the investigation can continue.
Whatever. Enjoy your pocketful of pawns. I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play.
Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind.
What is it?
Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself?
Now you want me to testify? Whoa, that's your next move? If you want the president to testify, you have to take him to court.
All in good time, Mr. Knight. He will get his day in court soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate with at the investigative stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for not doing so.
That's...
What's the matter? Is there something you would rather we didn't know?
Stand down, Knight. How does the prosecutor asks?
Thank you for your cooperation.
Now listen, and listen well. Where I was when that incident occurred? The stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then, bang! A shot rang out. And a plain embellished balloon of red exploded nearby. Not hesitating to for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
Well, I guess if you look at it in one way, the president is also a victim here. Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Nasa poseio. Baš koja je li pogas. But that makes it even weirder. Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation? My guess is that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public.
Cover up, huh? I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye.
And the president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? Time to get to the bottom of this once and for all. Okay, let's go. Well, I wasn't at the stage. Suddenly Rook and I jumped in front of me. Oh my god. Then bang, a shot right now, bang, a belly balloon of a red exploded nearby. No hesitating for it, some bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then the second shot. The bullet hit right through Rook and lodged inside the bulletproof vest I was wearing. Okay. הגיע הזמן להתחיל לנחש דברים. אני לא אתחיל עם אבידנס. רגע, הבלון. Embellished balloon of red. סטיל סמוראי הוא לא בהכרח אדום. אוקיי, תודה רבה. הוא לרוב לבן, המכנסיים הם אדומים. You say it was a plain red balloon that burst. But I strongly beg to differ. Take a look at this. I think you would agree that it's hardly plain, wouldn't you?
No!
Oh.
What? Who is that?
Mr. President, meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him. Especially if you were hoping to integrate yourself with the people of this country. Yeah! You need to watch the Jammy Ninja too! He's amazing! Oh my god, that is a... So you see, the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was in fact of the Steel Samurai. מה זה מוכיח?
But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. And there they are, right on a security plan.
They look pretty plain. They look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple round balloons. אבל זה לא מה שזה.
Knight! What is the meaning of this? Explain yourself! Yes, Mr. President. It seems the steel summer balloon was borrowed in the last minute, sir.
Borrowed?
That's what we were told.
Guess they only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night.
One of the original balloons burst somehow.
So they swapped it in as an emergency replacement?
Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it.
From what I hear, he was more willing to lend it out.
Very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they said.
Larry? A happy-go-lucky stall holder with a steel samurai balloon to spare, huh? Larry, נכון?
They filled just the bottom part of the balloon with air to make it look like the other ornamental balloons.
So, while it was a steel samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water. Is that the long and short of it?
A knight? Why was I not mentioned of this? Why was I not informed of this? Sorry, sir. I didn't think it was a pressing issue.
And indeed, you saw it and knew no different, correct?
Yes, I suppose so.
Could he have really mistaken the steel samurai's pants for a plain red balloon? Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon.
Of course!
What was that outburst for?
Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon.
What? You couldn't see it?
That's right. The wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the side of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view.
Is that so?
Yes, those 2 flags are being blown back towards me.
There would have been no strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident. השאלה אם יודע בכלל את הכיוון. Strong enough to blow the flags in just such a fashion. This is not conflicting with any of our understanding of the case. Oh, obvious. לא היה אפשר לדעת הלוקיישן של שלי דה קילר. אם זה באמת היה שלי פה. ככה. אם בעצם הדגלים היו פה, לא היה בכלל אז... Yes. Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction.
It has?
Yes. The contradiction could turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived at the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. But if the wind had previously been flowing the flags as the president describes, a certain piece of evidence takes on a very different meaning. Oh! אשכרה לא חשבתי על זה, חשבתי שזה היה שקר. אבל אם מה שוויינג אומר הוא נכון, זה משנה את הכיוון. במקום שזה יהיה ככה, במקום שזה יהיה פה, זה רוב הסיכויים ככה, משהו פה. שאם ככה נייט הוא זה שהיה אמור לקבל את הדמג'. What? Which piece of evidence contradicts the state of condition at the stage at the time of the incident?
Take that!
Earlier, we deduced that the bullet that hit the steel samurai balloon and the bullet that passed for the flag were one the same. From these two things, we further deduced that the trajectory of the bullet must have taken. אבל הכיוון עכשיו לגמרי שונה. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the president describes, our conclusion becomes quite different. Oh god damn it, Kate. כן, זה קצת מבאס עכשיו שקיי חוצמת חצי מהתמונה פה, כי שמה זה בעצם איפה שנמצא הדגל. בערך פה נמצא הדגל השני. No way! If the flags were pointed in the other direction... Exactly. Our trajectory changes completely. זה אומר ש... ברונקו שם שם? נכון? ברונקו? ברונקו, כן. ברונקו זה שהיה אמור להיפגע. לא רוק. לא באשן. And if we chase the trajectory back to its source, we can discern who really fired that shot. Wait! Mr. Edgeworth! But Mr. Edgeworth! That would be... Yes, I know. I do not yet understand the reason why, but it can only be one person who did it. Who does the bullet's trajectory implicate as the one who fired the shot? Lloyd? לויד? כי שלי דה קילר היה בצד שני. או שזה בעצם שלי דה קילר. מה זה רוצה שאני אגיד בעצם? טוב, זה 50-50, נעשה שלי.
Take that!
לא. 5-14, 5-14. זה יכול להיות רק 50-50, אני לא הייתי בטוח מה זה בדיוק רצה שאני אגיד. אז זה מדבר על טבי.
Take that!
לא! טוב, יש גם את הלוג'יק שזה עובר ככה, I guess. שאם ככה אז יש ברונקו, או דיצ'ו וונג, אבל וונג הוא obvious.
Take that!
Okay, sure. The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight. What? The path from the balloon back for the flag leads directly to the point where you were standing.
But the guy's one of the president's bodyguards. Why the heck would he go around shooting balloons? This is absurd! What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a man who saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin? Seriously, Edgeworth. Put up with your lot. Put up with a lot from you. But this represent one's bodyguards, were the pieces on the board to protect the king. I'll handle this night. Sorry, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, the wind has indeed been blowing quite furiously around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not? Therefore, I need proof that I was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during that crucial moment.
The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. I have a piece of evidence that shows just that. What? Hang on, it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags at that crucial moment. למה אני מרגיש שזה התמונה עם K? יש לי שזה הדגל? זה חלק מהדגל פה? בוא נקווה בטוב. I need a piece of evidence that shows just that. Perhaps it can also show us what's happening with the flag then too.
Take that!
Okay, Alfie. Your proof is in this picture right here.
This should be good. Which picture? Where?
Okay, close one. We could see which way the flag was really blowing. Right here.
Take that!
Well, do you deny that it clearly shows the flag? There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards it the moment of the shooting.
So that means old pal over there did shoot that balloon?
Again, the assassin? Mr. Knight. Is not the assassin. Look. Okay. יש את זה. איך הוא יכול לעשות את זה ככה? Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot that balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss.
Yeah! Besides, why would I even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? And watch how you answer. Or I might aim for something else next.
There was a point. I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shot the balloon. That fact alone changes everything about the case. The virus trajectory there shows that Knight showed the right side. הוא לא יכול להזיז את הראש שלו ימינה. Hey. Why did Knight's assigned position change? But is that the only reason? I suppose that the plan hadn't changed. That knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he have been able to shoot the balloon closest to him?
No.
Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? And if we suppose that to be the case, that's right. The president was the one who ordered the change.
What?
What? If I'm reading things right, the president knew in advance about the balloon shooting. Which means he must have had foreknowledge. He would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, then everything else that's been bothering me falls neatly into place. I'd sure get a gun past such heavy security. Why would they carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Why use a laser sight that would give away the location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all despite a direct hit to his vest?
אם זה השקעה מתוכנן הכל.
These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. There's only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun.
To create the illusion of an assassination attempt.
What?
Huh? Idiot. You don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take the investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden.
How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke?
Oh, it's no joke, I assure you. It's simply the truth, as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning. Nothing more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then, fired again. It did? Yes, he fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit. So then, what's to do with the one in the vest? I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred. So Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all.
That's not true! I was shot, I tell you!
We'll be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct?
Can't say that. What you say yourself? You found the shooter at the Fug, that person with the red hood! Objection!
I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight. Then where does Tabby fit into all of this? She was simply one part of their plan. In order to place their suspicion somewhere, they set up about creating a fake assassin. A highly suspicious person with the red hood! I've yet to discern exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme. But I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point the laser sight at the president. That's right. Then I was tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic. Yes? Thus, making a mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then, when the gun in the security plan were later found in the trash, will all appear to have been the work of an assassin so skilled he could vanish into thin air.
But then the case would have gone cold.
Exactly what our friends here were hoping for. Makes sense now why they wanted you off the case. Indeed, because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself. What's that? Oh my god! Whoa! What the fuck? What's that? Oh. Okay.
No,
Presidential mask has well and truly slipped. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it?
Oh, if that stupid chief prosecutor had insisted on assigning you. How could I let this happen?
Objection!
Whoa! Whoa! Okay! ככה הוא נשמע? ככה הוא אמור להישמע. Okay, sure. I guess. אני יכולה לנסות משהו.
That's enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Knight!
Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now.
Whoa. Yeah, but I'm doing my job as a knight and protecting my king.
Ooh.
So, go ahead, keep running your mouth.
Perhaps it would be better if we stop threatening each other with words. He wouldn't! Would he?
Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. Alright, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure that I did that in front of a crowd of thousands?
An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had to say something that allowed you to conceal your actions.
Sounded something, huh? Mighty specific.
The knight used to hide his action. Oh my god, okay. Panigas la obvious.
Take that!
A case.
My touchy case!
Yes. Take a look at the case photograph. Your right hand is completely obscured by the case. At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun. And in such a way that you wouldn't be detected.
Objection!
You don't like to get the facts get in the way of a good theory, do you, Edgeworth? Yeah, you don't seem to have noticed.
Noticed what?
The theory is all you have. Conjectures, nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind at precisely the right moment. I had my gun with my attache case, which changed the security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just speculation, circumstantial evidence, at best. You can prove any of it. If you at least had the bullet to bust the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you're gonna run forensics to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You gotta go dredge it up.
say it, but he's right. I don't have anything concrete.
I thought not. Maybe now you can shut your mouth.
Oh! Miss Lloyd. Of course, she could shed some light into this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk.
What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist?
No, never mind.
That's what I thought. Miss Lloyd. I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. You are a journalist after all, are you not?
Dang it! I can't stay quiet any longer!
Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I'd be careful before opening that mouth of yours. Fucking open blackmail.
I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no damage scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Hedgeworth. I should have showed you this before. What is it?
A laser.
It's the laser pointer I used on the president. Schnarrot.
Sorry, הרגשתי שאני עומד להתעטש לא יצא לי. God damn it.
Fine, that's all I've done. I've never shot nobody.
You're stupid! After I told you! You swear you go down as an accomplice!
It was him. He told me to do it. I was saying for his embassy, sniffing on the story like I told you. This was a few days back. He comes up to me out of the blue, just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you an exclusive access to the president. That kind of stuff.
But what about the gun in the trash can?
I don't know nothing about. I swear it. All he told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point that they're pointing at the president. Never thought for a minute it would blow up my face so bad. I'm sorry, truly am.
Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. I ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham. Ugh! What's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you?
My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from the cases you intended? Perhaps then you could have kept your pawn quiet, huh?
Whoa!
So, let me get this straight. You told Tabby if you let slip about a fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder. Or something like that?
Of all the dirty... I said no such thing.
Oh. Hello? President Wang?
Give it up, Knight. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice.
So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt.
I do. I'm sorry.
But why? Why do something like that?
My Papelaric has been on the wane back home. I've been surviving an attempt on my life and give me the boost I needed. I know what we did was wrong. So yes, it was all lies, all of it.
And the bullet in the vest?
It was planted ahead of time. It wasn't hit by anything today.
As muck I am rock! But then, what was up with the killer?
Our plan got out somehow. And then he just appeared, hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one.
Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. You'd hope to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job.
There is one thing I don't understand.
Oh, and what would that be?
Makala Rook.
Okay.
Why did Rook have to die? If the whole thing was fake, how did he wind up getting killed for real?
It's true. But then in lies the real question.
Was a fun bodyguard, the best in fact. He may not have been a native of Shangfa, but he was someone I could fully trust.
Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who would hide his own shadow.
Sounds like he wasn't as trustworthy to the president as I am to you, huh, sir?
I believe that's for me to say, Detective, not you. Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too, then, correct?
He wasn't aware of any specific details, so not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused.
And you would have done well to listen to him.
Ugh. This is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted. What was so great about him anyway?
What's gone into him?
It was just another piece of the board, there to protect you, nothing more. Mr. Knight, how could you? Who was it that actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Well, the pious coward backed down when you needed him to step up the most. Well, I follow your support too, of course, but... Look, I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters.
Oh ho ho.
Now that this spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here. Thanks to me, genius strategist, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team. We are all well aware of your ambitions, Knight. But doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you? Why? My plan this time was perfect, as they always are and as they always will be.
That's quite a statement. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure.
Yeah, no thanks to you. And that buffoon Rook.
And how exactly was it Mr. Rook's fault?
If he hadn't died, the clue wouldn't have come after me. I wouldn't have had to let you on display. Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that. Fine, the guy died protecting you, Mr. President. So that's what he always had wanted.
But did he die protecting the president? Wait! I thought this whole assassination thing was fake.
Oh, come on! Do I have to do everything do I have to say everything twice? I planned the fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth. One of them was the bullet that shot through the balloon. But second, that wasn't me.
Oh, really? Then who did fire it?
The real assassin. But not the killer. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. No. The most likely suspect here is the beast cowering quietly in the corner. Our lily white queen over there.
What?
Oh, wow, good. Miss Lloyd?
Again with this? I'm not the danged assassin.
Is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it. The guy in the trash can. It can only belong to you.
Nice gambit.
As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back to the plane. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying on the ground. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can.
So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you?
The knight doesn't protect the Rook, Mr. Edgeworth. He protects the king!
Will you translate? It means that his only concern was protecting the president.
Lose the king and you lose the game! Is that the first rule of chess?
But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed.
Doesn't matter! It's still a victory! I keep the president safe, I win!
Well, it's a bit early to be calling our little match. In any case, for this is where our battle really begins. And after Shema's a knight's gambit. Oh. זה obvious. לטרף, אפשר לראות את זה פה. יש משהו שבו בעצם נראה כאילו אם היה ירייה של רובה זה היה הורג ככה, ש-AKA זה היה בפנים. לא בחוץ. בוא נראה אם אני יכול לעשות את זה פה. או שאני אצטרך לעשות משהו אחר. אוקיי, אני עדיין צריך לעשות משהו. כנראה פרס.
Hold it!
So, the second shot had nothing to do with you.
Right. That one was fired by your little friend. Imagine the sculpture would have bagged if it had hit its mark.
I'm a journalist, see? I don't make facts, I report them.
Yeah, a journalist who signed up a fake assassination plan in hope of getting a story.
That's not...
I can't admit it. I set the whole thing up. And your role was to aim the laser point at the president. It's not my fault that wasn't enough for you. You were the one who decided to bring a gun to the party. Oh. Who knows? Maybe you thought if you kept on shooting, you'd shut me up too.
So, Mr. Knight suggesting that he first fired one shot and then Miss Lloyd fired one more. Yeah, basically implying that Tabby also had the gun on her. Beats me where she could get one from, but hey! His entire testimony is pure conjecture. Can't prove any of it. You're right. Let's have with some cold, hard, undeniable evidence.
Objection!
No. Okay. So you contend that it was you who shot the balloon and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook? Are you sure about that?
Sure I am.
Well, what you've proposed would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard. The gun from the trash can itself also had been fired twice. Okay, wow. Now, why would you suppose that the number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple. Because it was planted. Planted by the real perpetrator of the crime. Somebody faked the evidence? Yes, and if you think about it, the reason for doing so is obvious. To ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter must have been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots come from this one weapon. Oh! אבל הרגע הוכחנו שנייט ירה בעצם ברובה אחד. הוא ירה בעצם ברובה. אז זה 3 shots. I get it. So that's why it's got 2 rounds spent, huh? Precisely. As we have already proven, the bullet that buzzed the balloon came from a different weapon. Which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either.
Yeah. Nice work, Ashworth.
That's some high-grade sleuthing.
But why don't you get to the point? We've got this far. Spit it out.
Oh, I intend to, don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was Blanco.
הוא היחיד עם המוטו.
Take that!
You, Mr. Knight. You were the one who murdered Mr. Rook.
Oh! Finally got the courage to say it, huh? Surely not! Surely you wouldn't have.
It wasn't only the killer who tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook, hoping that he would look like an accidental theft of a blanched assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room and the door to the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook, alone, together. And that was when the 3rd bullet was fired, right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
Wait, you're really gonna claim there's a 3rd one now? You just said only 2 gunshots were heard. Wanna tell me how that works?
Objection!
Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside, not even gunfire. But wasn't the president right next door? Very true. Which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President?
Wait, didn't hear anything.
But you can observe this room for your security feed, can you not?
The camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room.
And that's what you did this time too, huh? Right?
Whoa, alright. That is.
What's gone into him? Mr. President, this is vitally important. Please, President Wang!
I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears.
What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real?
Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. Just the slightest scent of that awful noise and... Oh, it's just too much. As much as entirely possible.
Oof. But they're sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish. Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wang was cowering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room had been switched on. Which means you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the first shot straight at Mr. Rook.
Right? Oh, could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly?
You think I killed the old half-wit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is the thanks I get for putting my life on the line for you day after day.
But I want to believe you, but
I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is there to doubt here?
what? You don't believe that the girl over there could have done it?
No, because the gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired. Yeah, well, how do you know that there wasn't a spent bullet from the start? What? Someone could have fired a bullet from that yesterday or the day before. Then today, another bullet. The bullet that hit Rook. That's pure speculation, pal, and you know it. Maybe. But can you prove if that's true? Not with any certainty, no. You're nothing but conclusive proof, so come on! Single piece of evidence straight from my heart. I dare you. Well, what are you waiting for? There must be something! Mustn't there, Mr. Edgeworth? If we can prove it, tabbies! Please, Ruffles. I messed up, I know I did. I should have never done what I did, not even for a scoop. But mother? Nah, that ain't me! Ain't that mother's blood in my body! Conclusive proof. If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Wait, perhaps I can. If we had the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from.
No proof, no case. End of conversation.
Objection!
Hold it right there.
What now? How about to claim you do have proof?
Of course I do. This ought to be good. Alright, bring it on. Show me this proof of yours. The bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Very well. My conclusive evidence is... not in my possession. Not currently in my possession.
Alright then, thanks for playing folks, but that's game over.
However, it is here in this room.
What?
As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. Now for the best. But now, of course, we know that the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, making it look like it had been hit by a bullet. Which begs the question, where is the real bullet?
I like it. A twist. This is good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on then, don't keep us in suspense.
Does any of the evidence point to where the bullet that killed Mr. Rook might end up?
Can
Take
Then-
that!
There's something clearly missing from this room.
Yes, a prosecutor with common sense.
Take a look at the bank of security monitors.
Oh,
I see you've caught on, Mr. President. Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all around this airplane, inside and out. The only external angle is not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft. And that's because one of the monitors is missing. Ugh. There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President?
there was. I have no idea what my blush is doing there now, though.
It appears to be someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. Where did it go and why? The why is easy enough to answer, because it was struck by a bullet. Or if it were to believe that the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed. So, where did the missing monitor go? Where indeed? I believe it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there won't have been time to dispose it outside of the aircraft. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would.
Right away, sir. Mr. President, extraterritoriality, remember? But I have no objection to the search. Please go ahead. It will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook. I will not stand in your way. Why are you? I don't believe this. Rook this, Rook that. Did you ever think about anybody else?
The search has been authorized, Detective. Now, if you wouldn't mind...
Sir, I found the monitor.
Excellent work. Now, go ahead and extract the bullet.
Let's see. Put my hand in here, just... Oh my god, come on. Got it!
Well, would you look at that? Blood. This is the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. There's no doubt about it. And there you have it, Mr. Knight. The single piece of evidence you requested, straight for your heart. Even though you must now admit, if this bullet didn't come from the Spectre area gun, then Miss Lloyd cannot be Rook's killer. What? No pithy comeback? Detective, have forensics analyze the bullet for striations and compare them to the gun we found.
Yes, sir! We'll get the evidence you need. You can count on it.
Alright. Let's see what forensics has to say.
Oh, wow, come on. Oh! How forensics are as follows, sir?
Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed that of the victim, proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook.
Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun.
Probably from when I handed all of the evidence over to him. Now for the key part. Distortations. If they're not matched, then Miss Lloyd is in the clear.
Lastly, the striations on the bullet are matched with this weapon.
Oh.
What?
But how could that be? No way! Oh, come on!
There's no doubt about it, sir.
But this is the gun that fired the bullet. Oh! Well, isn't that something? Conclusive proof that I was right. Oh, wow. Look, it makes it closer, Apple. What's the matter? Didn't think you had me back into a corner, did you? Guess you misread the board. That's the only one back into a corner here is you! There's no denying it! Forensics proved that the gun and the bullet are a match! But the bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So, who pulled the trigger? It can't be me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rook. She's the murderer and you just proved it. Your move, Edgeworth. But just remember 2 things. 1, where you found that gun. And 2, which gun the failed bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter. How did it come to this? Me and the president, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is? There's no way Tammy did it, is there? Don't let him get it, Kay. We just need to go over his statements again. There must be something further we can deduce from them. Okay, let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, I get it. Don't look like a rebuttal. Emotions are for obvious except interesting. המודל אותו אחד של הוקטום.
Objection!
Never mind. אוקיי. נדעי שנתחיל לחשוב על זה קצת. The gun and bullet are a match. Well, I killed Rook those got a fire from the spectator. The Rook pulled the trigger. That would be me, I was on stage, giving a little friend. Pat killed Rook, shoot them out the road, and you just proved it. אז מה קרה בסקיוריטי קאמרה פוטאג'? איך אני בכלל יכולה להיכנס? Another gun you found in the spectator.
Objection!
אוקיי, אני באמת חייב להתחיל עכשיו.
Hold it!
No, that's...
Objection!
How was it you said? That forensics would back you up? How does it feel to be shot in the chest by your own conclusive proof, huh? Not so good, I imagine. The bullet and gun are a match, Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta assuming that Tammy pulled the trigger, no? Even so, I simply cannot accept that. The top of the quote victim! But sir, there's no denying the evidence. There isn't. So what am I missing? If I assume Mrs. Lloyd to be innocent, then the gun and the bullet shouldn't be a match. The doggone one fucking victim. What is it, Kay? I was just thinking. If the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it. You're asking me to call the evidence into question? Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So, if the evidence says that she did it, then the problem must lie there. You seem very sure about this. Got my great thief's intuition. Intuition? Huh. Still, she could be right. I simply don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means... As someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost on me, but... If I were to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have been... the gun! הייתי אומר הרובה! הרובה הוא בעצם הכי חשוד פה. If something untoward is going on here, it would have involved the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun. כן, בגלל שהוא לקח את האבדנס. Indeed, he had ample opportunity. It's not that this gun is the weapon that was used in the crime. Which means it must belong to Bronco.
Take that!
The gun belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be it. עכשיו זאת אומרת, זה obvious.
Objection!
זה literally נתן לי את האבדנס בשביל הקאונטר. Admit it, you switched the guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings match the weapon in question. It was yours all along.
Tricky move there, Edgeworth.
And I must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. While I was busy trying to make the case for remaining on the investigation, you took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can and put it on your own. Then, not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found.
I did, huh? You think somehow I knew you'd find another one run forensics on that bullet sometime in the future?
Is that so strange? You're a chess player after all. A man well used to thinking several moves ahead.
Flattered! But as much as it pains me to admit it, you're overestimating my abilities. Besides, don't you think I already proved that I made up the switch? The gun is the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence. Now look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look at the cylinder. 2 spent bullets, just as we would expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine? Huh? No, that's what. אבל ירק bullet אחד.
You say I'm overestimating your abilities? Surprise me.
What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you, that's for sure. Everyone except the chessboard, that is.
Well, I don't see a chessboard here, do you?
Shame. Still, guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up, I just didn't have the right evidence.
I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence. Will be your excuse, I would imagine. Doesn't seem sure, but that's a coincidence. Oh, there's a laser attached. Let's take a look at the cylinder to spend bullets, just so what we would see. אני אומר, זה היה 2 ריק, ואז אחר כך היה אצלו ריק, ואז אחר כך היה סוויץ', ואז אחר כך אצל בראון כזה ריק.
Objection!
זה הלוג'יק שלי, הוא עשה סוויץ' אחרי שהוא הרג את רוק. הוא עשה את הסוויץ' אחרי שהוא הרג את בשטיין רוק. אחרי שהוא הרג את רוק. הוא משאיר את זה, שזה אומר שיהיה לו בעצם 2 כדורים. מה לא ויקטור?
Objection!
יכול לחשוב על משהו. או זה שאני אתחיל לעשות מעשים. מה אתה אמרת בכלל? I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence will be your excuse. Got lucky with the evidence. God lucky with evidence יכול להיות רק התמונות של קיי. יכול להתחיל לחשוב. אולי להתחיל לעשות פסים.
Hold it!
A coincidence, you say? Or was it a necessity? Can't be both, pal. Sure it can. Big bodyguards need to protect the president. And the girl needed to use a gun. Marge probably doesn't know a whole lot about them. That's a far fetched for her to pick something she's heard of, so of that we also happen to— Oh, Zello! Okay, but why a revolver? Why is that your go-to gun? It's probably something to do with its ease of use. No spent casing to chase down, for example. Exactly! It's the perfect tool for a job where you can't afford to fail, or don't know what you're doing. Still, coincidence, necessity doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way.
Hold it!
I've been meaning to ask, actually. What about your own weapon? How many spent bullets are in its cylinder? This old girl here. Oh, now. I let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw. He reloads his gun every time he fires it. But even if I were to tell you how many there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that. Of course. In order to swap the guns properly, he would have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. He didn't have the chance to put on any gloves, though, which means... Alright, I think it's about time you did the right thing and resign. Don't you? Game's all but done, see?
Objection! Hold it!
The proof
Objection!
is something you clearly don't have. If you did, you would have made your move by now. We do have proof, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
You won't be given the chance to investigate it further. I'll have to work with what I have gathered. Think. Consider all the possibilities.
If you got the guns, it's now or never.
How am I supposed to prove that he switched the guns? Unfortunately, we don't have any direct evidence of his wrongdoing. But that in itself is proof of a kind.
Because otherwise the expectations shouldn't line up with what they do, right, sir?
Right. I must carefully consider and infer what we can from the evidence that he brings up in his testimony. Truth is in there somewhere.
Stop pressing.
Hold it!
Because you swapped it on there.
Pull it up or shut up, Edgeworth. Where is your evidence?
Well, that is.
Don't go make an accusation to get back up. Oh, did your daddy never teach you that? In a sense, the facts are in my favor here.
Objection!
משהו קשור עם הרובים!
Once it's getting him out, that seems to be the bullet that killed Book.
Objection!
זה להבין, איפה אני מתבלבל?
Objection!
Oh my god! לא מאמין גם שזה רק קייס אחד, אני ליטרלי רק התחלתי את המשחק אתמול. או פעם קודמת, מתי ששחקתי, whatever.
Objection!
But, just have to go over the evidence and see if there's no other time.
זה אשכרה מיידי! איך יש דיליי בלוג'יק אבל כל דבר אחר הוא סמוב?
באמת חייב לעשות לוק אין, אבל מה אני מפספס פה? מה אתה רוצה שאני אגיד?
Hold it! Hold it!
אם הוא כל הזמן עושה רילוד ואין לו כפפות,
Objection!
למה אי אפשר לברר אם בעצם יש לו פינגר ברדס? זה כנראה הטסט, זה כנראה הסטייטמנט של הטסטימוני.
Objection!
עכשיו אני אעשה פשוט ברוט פורס, לא אכפת לי, אני אעשה ברוט פורס.
Objection! 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 Objection!
תביא ברוט פורס, איך זה עובד?
Objection!
אוקיי. זה literally all the options. חוץ מדברים מטומטמים כמו הג'קט של טקילר. או באדג' שכאילו למה בכלל להשתמש בזה? אתה צוחק עליי? אוקיי, מה הלוג'יק פה? מה הלוג'יק פה? אני חייב הסבר. למה בסטייטמנט האחרון? למה בסטייטמנט האחרון? I have your proof. Right here.
That's your proof! You were working too hard, Edgeworth.
Not the gun itself. The evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove once and for all but that it does in fact belong to you.
I'm looking forward to this. Go ahead, make your move. What about it come into play? The rook, the bishop, not the pawn, surely.
Evidence the gun will provide takes the form of fingerprints. Fingerprints. Namely, your fingerprints, Mr. Knight.
Objection!
My prints? Ha! Of course my prints are on the gun! Handed it right to me when I gave you up the evidence. When you gave up the evidence, how could it not have been on there?
Objection!
Let's look away. What if I told you that there are prints on the gun, on the part of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point?
What? Where? You can't prove that.
Oh, but I can. There's a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happen as you say. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion. A bullet. Here, look closely at the cylinder, detective.
2 bullets fired, but where are the prints we're looking for, sir?
Bullets. You did indeed switch the gun when I handed you the evidence. But if that were all you have done, your deception would have been easily detected. Because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different.
There were 2 spent bullets in the gun we found.
Yeah, but what about Mr. Knight's gun? We know that he had fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. And he fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus a few odd ones he let loose in shock during our little game. After each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit. With his bare hands, of course. Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned in your report.
Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves.
I'm not sure they could have gone there just for me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight.
That's...
And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. His gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin.
I didn't...
Checkmate.
Oh, okay, wow!
Ha! Checkmate, baby! Woo! Case completed! Okay, get wash! שלם בגלל הדסה בגלל נונסנס! עם הטסטימוני.
is going to be the new chief of security. The blaster Rook. I hadn't done anything if it hadn't been for him. I would have been in charge now. I would have been in control of the whole team. The plan was perfect. The fake assassination was supposed to be flawless.
Case closed. Detective Gumshoe?
Right away, sir. Curse you, Edgeworth! Our game isn't over yet. Right.
I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today. The next moves we'll play will be in the courtroom.
What? It's not fair! It's not fair! Fuck off במילים אחרות! Let's go!
והוא חזר להיות ככה, אוקיי. 25 למרץ, 5-12, גולד לייק סטייג'.
Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed the murderer with the wrecks of my own personal god. I will not soon forget that.
He's suddenly very presidential again, now that we're back outside the plane.
I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him. Want me to handle it, not Rook? Rook refused, but I can rely on you, can't I? Of course, you can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail. He'll play his part like the pawn he is. That hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable with moving forward with a knight in charge of a little deception. And looking back, I think I sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking I played pawn in his decision to end Rook's life.
Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted to fake an attempt on your life. That it was your crime, and it is a crime you'll have to live with.
You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played. I will no doubt be made to pay for my actions in one way or another. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that, I shall be eternally grateful. I will be here in your country for a little while longer yet. But when I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Zangfar. You will always be welcome.
Oh, thank you! You don't know how grateful I am. Oh well, that ends well. Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was, of course, entirely groundless. But the fact remains they were still willing to participate in a staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak with you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. I know. I'm awfully sorry about everything. Surely I am. I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits. There are. And that means some serious thinking to do. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth! That was something else! Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum. Earns eternal gratitude of president. How's that for a headline? Hey, that does my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how does it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon. He certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment. Dang! You're one tight-lipped son of a gun. As well as I should be. This case is not over yet.
It isn't? How come, sir?
I literally just started the game. Let me play. Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over.
הקלף ששאל את הכלב.
The killer's calling card. Mr. The Killer has yet to complete his assignment.
You mean he might still try to murder the president?
I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet. As one would expect with an attempted assassination of a president, the case was all over the news. And our preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. With a president of land who didn't know about the case, everybody was talking about it. But in the midst of the frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that this was only the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined.
Oh! Okay! איזה אשכרה פועל פה קודשס, אין לי בעיה לשחק פה. קצת. אבל היי, סתם כזה סיימתי. 100% אצטרך לחזור לצ'פטר 1 בגלל זה. דברים, אבל... Turnabout trigger, complete. The captive turnabout. אוקיי, זה אני לא יודע מזה. The captive turnabout.
אוקיי. אני לא יודע דברים בגלרי.
זה כבר investigations 2.
הנה, אחרי שירותים יש את הצ'קמייט ואפסוד 1. זה? 2-5. Step ladders. By examining the signpost on the left hand area side of the spectator. Yeah, in AI style PG. The signpost on the left hand side. אני אעשה את זה בהתחלה של הפרק הבא. אני got כל מיני CG'ים. character companion. עכשיו יש Wang, Bronco, Tabby, Shelly, Winston, Bodyguard, Alf, סמפונדס. זה הכל. זה כיף. יש עוד? מי עוד יש? זה. Confrontation.
זה סיימת הפרק של היום פה! וואו! פרק הבא זה יהיה אפסוד 2! אז כן, ירין פגע בסרטון הבא של, מקווה שנהנתם, וירין, אאוט! ביי חברים, מקווה שאתם נהנים!